Waiting. Hello guys, so today we're playing Napoleon Total War. Just kidding. This is a battle we did before. So, for commentary, we got Barnum Bailey and me. So, this is my army over here. I'm going to put it in slow motion since it starts fairly quick. And, Barnum, whose team should we review first? My ally, mine, or one of the enemies? Well, we can't really see the enemies right now, but yeah, which one? Okay, we'll review mine first, I guess, since we're closer. Okay, so I've brought about 2 units. I've brought some Chasseurs Cheval, Grenadiers Cheval, about another one, a 6-pounder horse artillery, some voltigeurs, then some Chasseurs, both light infantry. Here's my General Napoleon. Then you have the Old Guard, some more Old Guard, some Guard Seamen, aka the Marines de la Garde. So if you're in the French group, you'll obviously be able to see them. They look really good, even though I'm on like medium graphics right now. It's just epic. Yeah. So, anyways, now we go over here. I think I brought in some Young Guard as well. My army's pretty elite. I got like 2 regiments of Young Guard. I got some Fusiliers of the Line. So with some more Fusiliers of the Line. Like some 6-pounder horse artillery. I think that's like 2 regiments of that or something. No, I think that it's just 1. And then we have some carabiners. So that's basically it for my army. It's actually a very elite army. No, I forgot about that. Oh, I think I just moved them. Yeah, we were allowed 4 light units, 7 infantry units, and like 3 like 3 artillery or something, like 2. Just no fixed or howitzers or anything like that, just normal and stuff like that. This is my allies' army. He has some Fusiliers of the Line, some Young Guard, some Polish Legion, some Swiss Foot, some more Polish Legion. He's got more Swiss Foot, Fusiliers of the Line, more Fusiliers of the Line, Fusiliers of the Line, Fusiliers of the Line. That's a lot of Fusiliers of the Line. Then you got some Voltigeurs, Polish Guard Lancers, had some cannons, but they disappeared for some reason. And then he has his general staff, artillery, like more this time to the PED. It's like the strongest one we could get. Then his artillery here and some Voltigeurs. That's basically his army. Yeah, the enemy's army we can't see right now, but trust me, you wouldn't want to fight them. You would not want to fight them. Okay, now we wait for the battle to start. Alright, so Russia has finally appeared. So you can put it in slow motion. Yeah, it's 2 Russian armies for some reason. I don't remember that. Well, we had 1 AI, so some Russian Jaegers, Cossack cavalry, some unicorns. Oh, they were cheating. Their unicorns weren't allowed. Yeah, there's musketeers. A lot of the Russian armies really were just, you know. I'm not even gonna talk about these because they're kind of like the generic Russian army. Like both are the same basically. It's basically just spamming units. Yeah, This one is more like standardized. I basically fought both Russian armies, like main forces over here. So we'll see how that plays out. We'll leave it off slow motion now. Put it on normal speed. I don't think this is normal speed. Yeah, it's normal speed, okay. I clumped up my units for some reason. It was because they were going to run faster. I planned to like take this like whole trench line sort of thing, but I didn't get close enough to it since the enemy kind of just, thundered in as fast as possible. I don't know how. Like, he was hitting me hard with artillery, so I knew I had to get like up to this ridge. And, to fire artillery, I had to get up to that ridge. That's why I pushed my artillery up here. So that's where the main battle is being fought. And I don't know where I put my old guard or something. Like, I decided to actually move them here. So when I needed them, I could, like, pull them. Same with, like, my reserve cavalry. Same with the... I think I also brought in the young guard over there and stuff. I don't fully remember. I'm only watching this like the second time, so... yeah. Barnum, you still there? Okay, so... okay, so I put the young guard on the front lines, I guess. I forgot about that. So, yeah. I don't think any of us were getting a good artillery hit, because this, like, small mound is protecting us and it was protecting them, so... we were kind of just wasting ammunition. Though I did, like, lose a lot of my artillery from this engagement. I'm pretty sure. The Russians really did just, like, send everybody in. This is a really interesting battle. Like, for now, it's mainly just artillery barrage. And me setting up my artillery. He put... yeah. Yeah, in this one, though, I couldn't flank them. Because when I set up my front line, the AI and the human player were both attacking me. Like they were double teaming me, and my ally, he stayed hidden in the forest the entire time. The only way he helped me was artillery. Like he stationed himself on this hill, and then fired his artillery. He almost hit my own guys. A lot of the time, just like friendly fired. Alright, this is epic, bro. Just watching. Like my army was kind of just set up around here. I don't know why my guys were looking the other direction as well. Since I'm new to the game, I guess that's one of the mistakes I made, just having them face the other way. But it didn't really matter at that point. Because, like, the ones who were the first to take a hit, I'm pretty sure I saw them. I saw the AI just, like, clumping up his units and, like, moving to my side. So, and my, like, flank had to be covered. So I quickly moved my, like, light units, like chasseurs and stuff, Why they're rockets too? I think that was the AI. The AI brought in a lot of illegal stuff. Should have changed his army a bit. Oh my god, how did he get here so quickly? I don't remember him getting here that quickly. So yeah, I kind of really just rushed up my units. I rushed up like the Young Guard and the Fusiliers line. Like, that was the first thing I had to do. And I didn't even notice a cavalry charge here, I think. Like, I don't think I noticed this cavalry charge. Okay, so I also didn't realize this cavalry charge, which took out a lot of my like chasseurs. Like, it basically hurt them. I really had to like move my front lines. I didn't even realize they started coming over here again. I thought they were just forming a front line. So I had to like really run my guard seamen fast, bro. Like, I needed them to form a front line to defend this artillery. Because on this side, they were also like really powering down on me. And anyway, I didn't like know this was going on. Like I just pushed my guys up and had to do this.
Our men are running, sir.
And then they started running. Like they just shattered like that. They just don't stop shattering. And I don't even know, but you know, like for some reason something was up with my army's morale that day. His side had nothing going on, so I'm just gonna ignore this. Like, the action mainly just happened here. We fired into the dirt for some reason, I don't know why. Like, I didn't check this, because I was way too focused on defending, like, my front lines and stuff. Like, I had to manage it so I wouldn't get any sort of, like, injuries on my own troops. I quickly had to move things around all over the place. Like, no cavalry support, no infantry support, no nothing. It was literally just my army. And I really stretched my lines because I was, like, divided. I had, like, reserves here. To be realistic, I was doing some realism. So I, like, really stretched out my lines. And I don't know why my young guard were, like, freaking out like this. So I just ordered a charge.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
I swear, man, they lost so much ammunition for some reason. Like, this Fusiliers of the line lost their ammunition, so I just had to rush them in with the young guard, who were easily able to like beat these guys. So I just told them to rush. This was one of the turning points of this, you know, side, where like the Russians just couldn't keep up. But then on this side, you know, I couldn't hold this. I had these guys in skirmish mode, but then I didn't realize Like, when they had their cav there, I couldn't do anything. I didn't have any cav available. I didn't have anything available at all. Like, my carabiners were all the way over here, and the cav here had been, like, taken out. And then it was a mass charge by the Russians. I couldn't deal with it. I just didn't have enough troops. Like, I won on this side, but then he started moving up more troops. He had all sorts of, like, Jaegers and, you know, Musketeers and everything. He started moving them all onto this side, which I had to defend. And at the same time, the other guy was attacking here. Did you see that canister shot? Like, bro, the canister shot was one of those big things. It really helped. But I couldn't manage this side. Like, there was just way too many people. And I didn't have enough. So I had to, like, just give up on this side entirely. I just had to move everyone out. And at the same time, like, I even moved the cavalry from here out. The old guard were hidden here. And I didn't move them up fast enough since the movement of, like, everything was just non-stop. But I don't know how, but my front lines kind of helped. Like, on this side, barely, he wasn't pushing at all. He only started pushing now. After, like, his army had been beat a lot. Like, I was holding. And I didn't, once they started, you know, retreating and, like, running, I knew it was time to send in the old guard, so I just, like, pushed them up. I knew there wouldn't be much time left for my army, because even if I won against this Russian army, I would have to win against this one. It would be impossible to beat that one. But he was also getting on my flanks and stuff, so I had to really, really work on that.
Our men are running, sir.
And they just kept running. Like, at this point, his army just kept coming and coming. I couldn't do anything. Because my army was mainly, like, just light infantry at that then. Like, it's just massive blob of troops, bro. But the thing is, the old guard were actually able to, like, hold this side. Like, they took very little casualties.
The entire unit is dead, sir.
Like, I tried to protect the Voltigeurs, but I couldn't. His entire, like, swath of units was attacking. And I knew my general would be, like, attacked. Like, I didn't realize he would be attacked. But these guys just literally just went through them and went for my, you know, general. And the old guard were just getting, like, fired upon. I just couldn't do anything. So I decided to, like, just run them back. I don't care how many casualties they took.
Our general is under attack.
And then my general died. Where's Napoleon? 1 second, I need to pause it. Where did Napoleon go? Yeah, here he is. Here's General Napoleon. Bro, look the other way! Look the other way! Kill him, get him, get him. You're not even doing anything, bro. What? He's the. Oh. Napoleon's dead. Napoleon literally just fell off his horse and died. I honestly don't know how. Like, I literally just let their army come and attack me. Watch the old guard, man. They're the MVPs. The old guard, the general, and the Voltigeurs, who I think came back, were the MVPs at this battle. Yeah, these are the Voltigeurs. Then it's the old guard. Like, I'm pretty sure I broke his entire army because of this. Like, the general was kind of, just doing his thing. And his army was just dying. The old guard would just not break. I am not kidding you, they just did not break. Like, they were being hit on every side, and they didn't break. These Voltigeurs, I had to move them on every side. Bro, would you, like, run if you saw this? Like, just this entire Russian army attacking you? Well, no. Entire mass rout.
Running, sir.
The old guard broke this entire army. I'm not kidding you. These 3 units single-handedly beat this entire army. They beat this army, and they beat a huge chunk of this army. And this isn't even the end of the old guard and the, Voltigeurs. Like, this is not the end. It's gonna be ages before these guys die. Hopefully. Bro, the Voltigeurs were doing a lot of work until they ran out of ammo, so I just decided that I would have to be really careful with them. Like, bro, look. They could not beat me. Like, I had to, like, quickly just move them around. Like, I quickly had to, like, form lines and stuff to help my, Voltigeurs over here, who were actually really important. I think they were running out of ammunition at this time. Like, I don't remember really, so I don't know why I did this. Like, I started getting some friendly fire on here. Yeah, I really did shatter a lot of these people. This just shows you the power of the old guard. I'm pretty sure this unit, once it broke, like shattered, it had 1 guy left in it at the end of the battle. I am not kidding you. That 1 guy was the last guy. He did not die at all. Whatsoever. He did not die. fast. Epic. I didn't notice that there's like a cavalry coming. Well, I did, but that was like the last moment, so.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
Yeah, that was the Voltigeurs. At this point, they just ran out of ammunition. So I just sent them into melee because I didn't have anything better to do with them. Because I already breaking this cav. But then his like entire reserve, besides his like Jaegers, came in. I think I killed the Jaegers later on as well. I don't remember. It's been I don't remember doing much in this battle. Yeah, the Russians just decided to push me, even though last time it didn't really work.
Our men are running, sir.
I think that was the Voltigeurs that ran. Like, bro, I was getting attacked by every side. I couldn't do anything. Like, this was kind of my downfall. Like, I needed to form square at this moment so I could, like, protect myself. And, yes, I did. You see, wouldn't you run if you saw this? Like, if you saw this massive horde of men, would you run? Leave, you guys. And there you go. That regiment just shattered. Like, this was kind of my end. I didn't really have any troops after this. Like, I'm surprised I got this far with just this one regiment. Like, the morale just went round and round and round. And there you go, my entire army died. That was the last... Like, that was the moment where he won. These guys would eventually, like, amass to attack him, so I'm just gonna full forward speed it. Because the battle isn't really that, you know... Like, after this moment in time, he kind of just sets up his front lines here. Like, he just kind of waits for the Russians. It gets pretty uneventful, so... It's kind of just him bombarding the Russian army, who is chasing down the old guard here. So, why are you guys running? I told you guys don't run. Running's bad for your health, especially for you like 60-year-olds. Oh god, the FPS does sometimes do things like there was a bit of lag during this battle. That's one of the reasons I wasn't able to get my front line set up every time. Also, they started like shooting at the backs of the old guard, even though they're like running. I think he had like shoot in advance on or something. I'm not even kidding, one guy survived this entire fight. I am not kidding you. Out of the 120 people in that regiment, one guy survived. Like, I even checked on the card, it was only him. Yeah, it's kinda just boring for the rest of the match, bro. Until you get to the end. This is pretty uneventful. He didn't really lose a lot of guys. He kind of just had his army start, peppering him off. His morale literally just died from all the fire. They would have won too. Like they would have been able to easily push him and beat him too. How is what possible? Okay, bro. Just I love watching how like the entire Russian army just breaks. There was another replay where I was doing artillery only. After this, there was really no coming back for Russia at this point. It was just an entire army versus what remnants he had left. This is half an hour worth of commentary, and it gets boring after a while because like the battle slows down. I sat here literally watching the entire thing. Nothing happened at all. This is kind of just the end of Russia at this point. Russia couldn't come back. Like I've seen artillery win you the game before. Like I had 4 pieces of artillery, I would have won it unless they, didn't stop spazzing out. Like they were glitching out a lot. My troop morale for some reason was really bad, even though I had my general alive and stuff like that. He just had his entire army here. And what he told us to do was literally just watch his army march. Like he told us to just watch his army march across the battlefield. It's kind of it for the battle.
A glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
His cav. The cav kind of just cleared everything out. The general just literally went to the corner of the map. He's like, nope, I'm out. He literally just rode to the end of the map. He's like, nah, I'm out. He literally just stood here for 5 minutes.
We have killed their general, sir. Now
Huh?
they must break.
Okay, so we killed the computer's general, but the human's general escaped, so... Kind of just went to the corner of the map, to be honest, and that was about it. There's no winning from this. Like, there's no coming back from this. You can't win with this compared to an entire army. Unless that army has huge morale issues like mine, you can't win. He literally just told us to watch him march for like 5 minutes. No, like 8 minutes. He told us to watch his troops just march across the battlefield. Like, the man wanted the battle to be over so quickly. He literally ran his general here. He's like, please, just end me already. He went into the plane of a battlefield. Like, you need to watch this part, bro. The general literally went face to face with his entire army. Like, let's take the general's point of view. The general went and looked at him. Like, now let's put this in slow motion. You're the general, and this is what you see. You're the Russian general. This is what you see. Just an entire line of French troops. And then, boom. Firing squad. Everyone gets killed. The guy literally said in chat, I surrender. And he still fired on him. Like, he told his army to continue shooting at him. Nobody in this, like, regiment survived. Like, we continued the battle, and he literally chased them down. He didn't let them survive. Yeah, this is me. I took the hefty amount of losses. I killed a lot more men than he did. Like 3 times more. These guys killed my entire army. Like, that's what happened.